to warm up like a few jabs, and then I hit hard like a left hook. My style's unique, not textbook. Step to me, you get yourself messed up. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in clean though, without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in clean though, without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Who wants it? Ready for anybody, I got this. They say you can learn from your losses, but victory tastes sweet like chocolates. Top of the game, you can't top this. Permanent sauce, never lost it. You came in the game and you flopped it. I came in the game and I bossed it. That's why me and you are different. I'm ahead, you lot are in the distance. Stay persistent and consistent. I'm the king now, this is my kingdom. Ready for takeoff, watch how I lift them. Take shots, it's rare that I miss them. Boom. Win or lose, still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in clean though, without a room. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room.
Another gun. All day and just what have I become? No chance on stage, what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Flown out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been here before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my aim just begun. Another one last time please ya. Now I ain't live to please ya. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days that refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I... Just copped another one. Just copped another one. Just copped another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one, another one, another one. Another one. Another one.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there is a buzz in the air here tonight. We're at the Empire Fight Camp. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Jake Paul, fighting out of Cleveland, Ohio, currently residing in Dorado, Puerto Rico. Alexander Usyk, the former Undisputed Cruiserweight Champion and...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Dorado, Puerto Rico, a social media superstar and rising contender known as El Gallo de Dorado, Jake Paul. Fighting out of the blue corner Here is the Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
You can hear the noise, you can hear the fans. I've been to many, many fights like this, and it's very, very eerie.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Catch and shoot. They're both trying for a knockout. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Nice counter shot. Nice counter. They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. What a unique environment as we get set for this high-energy showdown.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable and quite sensible. It's nighttime now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throws the uppercut but misses. And he scores with the counter. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And he misses with that straight left. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
It's all offense all the time. Missing with the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jake Paul in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously...
Here we go. It's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Output. Thought there might be more action here. Good defense on that left hook. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
He just misses with that jab. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Through the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just missed with that jab. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Switch back on, get focused, get your mind back on the job.
Nice work. Good round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. There's 1, 2, straight down the middle.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get them close.
The straight right just misses. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. So much firepower here. The perfect counter lands. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter shot. Do you believe what we are seeing? This fight has a real good flow to it. Good count. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jake Paul in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage.
Terrible round that.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A lot of effort being exerted here. Those counter punches have to hurt. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They exchange punches. A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Jab just got blocked. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will you continue?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Good, look at his corner.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
It was a bad round.
Time for the fifth round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
His stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
Mistakes and switching off.
On to the 6th round. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. How about that time counter shot? This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
That uppercut doesn't get through. Holding nothing back here in the round. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.